Welcome back. The New York Times wants gay people to get back in line, stop wandering into of individuality, and get back cohesively like a Cracker Jack box display of identity politics. Here's the headline, as you can see: Donald Trump's big gay government. It highlights gay conservatives in Trump's circle, a crew the Times refers to as the A guys. This includes Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, pollster Tony Fabrizio, advisor Rick Grinnell, Undersecretary Jacob Hellberg, and others who, quote, make up the tribe. The Times describes them as, quote, overwhelmingly white and tend to have a certain kind of look: close-cropped haircuts, window pane suits, golf shorts. They're not the type to be telling anyone their pronouns or using the word queer. And they aren't the least bit offended that the leader of their party continues to stoke moral panic about transgender people. They're gay, but they're still Republicans. So, if someone is gay, they can't be a Republican? This is the type of identity politics, and it sounds familiar.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Join me now is political influencer Link Lauren. Link, this is just, this is shocking from the New York Times. You know, these Republicans, they're gay, but they're not gay, seems to be the implication by the Times.
Well, you know what's funny, Will? The left loves diversity, but they don't love diversity of thought, because the second you go against a pre-prescribed doctrine, you're suddenly the enemy. You know, gay people are not monolithic. We have equal rights in this country. We've had equal rights for a long time. These leftists, they want to constantly play the victim card and act like they're oppressed. President Trump was the first president to go to the White House supporting gay marriage. Not Barack Obama, not Joe Biden. He has the highest ranking gay cabinet member in American history with Scott Bessent. Not because he's gay, because he's excellent.
And that has been the case throughout Donald Trump's career, an openness to people regardless of their sexual preference. But what the New York Times and many others seem to be suggesting, Link, is you don't get to be an individual. You just get to be part of the monolith. I want to show you another example of this. So Rick Grinnell, one of the members of the A guys referenced in the New York Times, he posted this on X. He said the Oval Office looks amazing, and real Donald Trump paid for it himself, talking about the interior design of the Oval Office. To that, one of the Obama bros, Pod Save America guy, he responded 60 years ago, former Army astronomer Frank Kameny, fired for being gay, led a protest outside the White House on behalf of gay veterans and federal employees. You are in that room because of activists and protesters like him, and you insult their memory when you, a gay man, pretend this isn't tacky as F. Marsha threw a brick through the window. Tell the truth. So what I take away from that is not only do you have to get Cracker Jack box politics, Link, but you got to have the same aesthetic as well. You got to have the same taste in interior design.
Yeah, you know what? I think President Trump is a jack of all trades. I mean, one day he's working at McDonald's, then he's working a garbage truck, he's doing interior design. What can the man not do? I think we need a little bit more gold in the White House. I think we should do a little bit more gold. But no, what's interesting, people say this to me all the time. You're gay. How can you support President Trump? I'm gay, not brain dead. I don't want open borders. I don't want men and women's sports. I don't want the transing of kids. I don't want crime all over the streets. I want common sense policies. The fact that I'm gay has nothing to do with it. But if you're on the left, being gay or LGBTQIA R2D2 is all of who you are. It's very small for those of us on the right. We're grown-ass men. We're living our lives. It's very, very small for us.
It just strikes me, if you are a member of a minority that is championed by the left, you are not open to being free. You are not open to being able to think for yourself. You are not able to have individual choice, whether or not that's being gay or black, as we just heard from Joe Biden, or any other aggrieved minority that the Democrats choose to champion. Well, you better swallow the identity politics whole. Last word, Link.
No, absolutely. But I think what really bothers the left is that folks on the right are having fun. The economy is good. The border's secure. We're having a good time. We're doing the YMCA with the village people. The folks on the left are miserable. They're shrill. They're at home watching MSDNC, or excuse me, MS Now. And Will, the last thing I'll say is you're pretty popular with the gays right now. You've been shirtless on TV a lot recently. Maybe it's time to put the shirt back on.
It is on, Link. It is on, Link. But
yes.
I take it as a compliment. Thank you. I welcome everyone to the audience here on the Will Cain Show. Yes. Thank you, Link. And we appreciate you as well for hanging out with us today. Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.